Matt, are you there?
Yeah, I'm here. Well, welcome everyone to GamingNerds Podcast, episode 10. And I'm your host, Matt.
Yeah, obviously, I'm here this time.
Yeah,
But
Michael's here this time. We're both here this time, technically.
no power issues.
No power issues that when I was trying to stream last time. So, well,
last week we had that big announcement of us going daily. I think that was last week.
Yes, it was.
Do we have any? We have a little bit more news on that. So, me and Matt came to conclusions that we're going to. We've got our schedule kind of down. We're going to be at 2 different times because our work schedules conflict against each other, so we won't be able to do it at the same time every day. So I'm going to be doing it Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and that will I'll be doing mine between 3 and 4. I haven't came to an exact time, but it's going to be somewhere around there. Matt, you're doing yours Tuesdays and Thursdays for the news?
Tuesday, Thursdays for the news, and then Saturday and Sunday I'm probably just going to stream.
Okay. What timing are you thinking for?
Tuesdays and Wednesdays, most of the time.
Tuesday and Thursday?
Tuesday and Thursday, excuse me. Tuesday and Thursday, if people don't mind, it might be earlier in the day. There also might be a baby here, so bear with me on that. It's only going to, I want to say it's going to be about 12 to 1, 12 to 12:30 maybe. 12:30, 1 o'clock, something like that, because I usually get off from class about 11:15, 11:30.
And give it a little bit of time to look at the news and
Yeah.
whatnot. So, speaking of news, man, the industry just can't give us any good content for news. I mean, this week has been another slow week for news. Everything after E3.
Yeah. I wonder why you're blinking pretty bad.
I'm blinking.
Yeah,
Oh,
on my screen.
What's up?
On my screen, you blink every once in a while. Kind of weird.
Yeah. Oh well.
So, well, let's do our plugs now, so let's get those out of the way.
Okay.
Go ahead and do the plugs.
Oh, you want me to do it? All right. Yeah, we're totally working together today. So you guys know, if you guys like our podcast, you can always, wherever you're listening to us from, if it's audio, you can go to Apple Podcasts, subscribe, rate, do all that fun jazz. On Spotify, I'm not even gonna do Spotify anymore because I don't know what to upload on Spotify.
Yeah, I keep forgetting to upload on there.
We got SoundCloud. You guys like, review, subscribe, comment, do all that fun jazz on SoundCloud. The big one is on Patreon. That's our big one. For only $1, you can subscribe. We're going to start, and actually this comes with our other announcement of going daily. So a month after we do daily, we are going to make our we're doing it Fridays, right? Or our group one?
Yes, our group ones.
So Fridays we will be doing our group one. I know everyone said Saturdays were better. Huh?
At 7 p.m.
Yeah, at 7 p.m. I know everyone said Saturdays might be better, but our schedules just conflict to have Landon and stuff on. Fridays would be better for him. So we're going to do it Fridays. Sorry, guys. This is just how it has to work out for us. And so we'll have 2 shows on Friday. And that Saturday one, after a month of doing daily, so in September, that one, our group one, will start going for the Patreon exclusive. So if you want to watch it live, it'll be on Patreon. So we'll give you a code for Patreon and whatnot, and so it's going to cost $1 to see. But it will be available Monday. You guys can go on YouTube and whatnot, see it on Monday. If you guys can't afford that dollar, so it's just, we gotta do what we gotta do. We gotta make more content, but making more content means we gotta start putting a little bit of money.
Being a little stricter on stuff.
Yep.
And we hate to do it. Trust me, we definitely hate to do it. But we honestly, guys, we need that dollar. I know it's not much. It's $1, but we kind of need it to keep going, to bring you more content.
Yep. We have a lot of ideas we want to do. A lot of ideas that we want to bring to the community. So, like, if we can start getting more Patreon users, we would like to start giving you guys games. We would like to start just in cash prize, well, game prizes and everything like that. I mean, hell, we have ideas to give you guys game systems. We just need that. We need people to be coming in and start donating a little bit of money to Patreon, and so it's just one of those things. Plus, we also want to do it later. I mean, if we get invited to PAX East before, that's the other thing with that money will go towards is paying for our flight. I mean, without money. And right now, I'm living paycheck by paycheck. Matt's living paycheck by paycheck. I mean, it's just, we have enough money to produce the podcast. We just don't have enough money to do anything else besides that. Right. So. Plus, Matt has a son. And that makes things a little bit more difficult, too.
A little more difficult? That's a lot more difficult, I think.
Yep.
For anyone, I'm sorry that's watching. I know it kind of looked bad. I had to do some adjusting for Mike's camera. For some reason, it was, like, being weird.
Yeah, I just saw that on my computer. And you moved me around.
Yeah, I had to move him around, shrink him down, because for some reason, I had it full screen and he kept blinking a lot.
Alright, so to get off that whole subject of money and whatnot, so like I said, our news is really slim. There's not a whole lot that I saw that me and Matt could talk about. Even this stuff, me and Matt probably aren't going to be talking about a whole lot.
You kind of sound robotic too, just FYI. Anyways, go ahead.
So, you know how last week I was bitching about Monster Hunter coming to PC and how we haven't had a release date?
Yeah.
Well, someone's listening to our podcast because Monster World came out with a release date for the PC. It's going to be coming out August 9th. And, man, they couldn't have came up with PC users. I'm actually kind of annoyed with their pre-order sales. You know what their pre-orders are, Matt? The exact same as it was for PS4 and Xbox One. The exact same.
So just cosmetic stuff?
Yep. The lucky charm you get and whatnot. So, I mean, that charm is nice, but it's like, man.
I don't think I ever took it off.
I didn't. Well, you will once you get about halfway through the game when you start getting your alpha beta stuff.
No, I did start taking it off once I got the alpha beta stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember you and I both were like, "Hey, ditch this."
Yep. So, yeah, it's selling for $60 on Steam. I didn't look at the requirements for Steam, but I think they're up there for specs. So, which doesn't surprise me. This game was pretty damn beautiful.
Frickin' requirements.
Huh? Yeah. We'll get into that later.
You know that's what they're gonna say, though.
Yeah, I know. Alright, so that's coming out. So if you guys are waiting for if you guys are Monster Hunter fans or want a game that you're gonna lose yourself in 100 players, Monster Hunter World's a good game. I mean, most people have already played it for console. It is definitely a good game.
It's alright.
Although Monster Hunter World for consoles is pretty much dead. Apparently, another one of the big news dropped. I couldn't find it anywhere, but apparently Capcom has taken a 15% drop in their market, and they're blaming it on Monster Hunter World. And the reason for that is because their player base is dropping, even though that they're doing constant events. They just can't keep a stable player base, and they're just losing money now. So, which is bound to happen. I mean, look at all these games that pull us away from Monster World. I mean, the grind is so strict on Monster Hunter, excuse me. On Monster Hunter, it's hard to stick with, unless you're a diehard.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know, man. I mean, I got my use out of it. I'm kind of done with it.
I know. When it comes down on PC, I'm probably going to buy it. One, just to support the devs. I wish it would have came out a lot sooner. I mean, I don't think it's going to help Capcom. Like, it is Capcom's #1 selling game.
To be honest, they should have dropped it on PC and everything first, and then went over to console.
Well,
or
I think
it all at the same time.
All at the same time, or at least like a month difference.
Because it's supposed to be called Monster Hunter Worlds, which usually comes out for everywhere around the world at the same time.
Yeah. Yep. And so, like I said, with the PC though, I know it's going to hit a new genre of people. I don't think it's going to bring them as much money as they think it's going to. Most people have already played on console. Like I said, I'm going to rebuy it on PC just so I can play with Tyler if he gets the game, if his computer will even run it.
His computer can run it.
I doubt it will, thinking about it.
He can run it, he's just too kind of, no offense, he's kind of too chicken shit to try.
Yeah, he's one of those guys that if he hears his fans turn on his computer, he thinks he's frying his computer, so he freaks out. So,
anyway, no offense, Tyler, just messing with you.
Yep, just a little bit. Well, kind of messing with you. You need to grow some balls. I love you, man.
If you
even listen to our podcasts anymore.
If you do need help with computers, well, you can come to us. I've built quite a few of them.
Yeah, you actually used to do a side gig, building computers.
Yep. I mean, so. I built this one. So.
Yep. Another news story I got. I'm reaching, guys. I'm reaching. WWE 2K19 is skipping Switch this year. So they learned from last year, porting it over to Switch 2018, saying that it should have easily been able to run, and they just couldn't. So there's like, yeah, no, we're not going to work Switch this year. We're just going to totally forget it. Say forget it. We're going to focus on what we're doing now and not worry about the ports.
Yep.
So, which is smart. I mean, I give credits to 2K for admitting that they were defeated, that they screwed up, and we're not doing it again.
Oh, by the way, if no one knows, and just so, and yes, we'll do this live, Michael, throw in the Discord that we're live, just so people know.
Oh. Okay. Yeah, because nobody is.
So, I got a little something. Let's go into our.
We got more news.
Oh, you got more news still?
Yeah.
Okay.
I thought you were going to talk more about WWE.
Oh, I was going to. That's what I was saying.
Oh. Okay, if you want to.
I had a little bit something to say about WWE.
Go ahead.
So, I played 2K18. I actually enjoyed it, but then there were other games that pulled me away from it. Just the face on it, the facial stuff on it was terrible. It's like I wish they give you better choices on what you want. So you could be like, I want to be more happy in this situation. I want to be more angry in this situation. They gave you something kind of like that. They kind of gave you something like that in when you were in the ring.
Yeah, they've always had the facial recognition in the ring good, but when it comes to like cutscenes and stuff, you're always stone faced. It doesn't matter what you choose. You're always stone faced.
He looked like the Nicolas Cage when he was crazy on sometimes. Just
Yeah. Yep. No, I mean, I don't know. I know it comes out in October. They haven't really. I haven't looked into what they're else doing. They're still doing their pre-order stuff. Like you can, with their pre-order, you get Rey Mysterio and Ronda Rousey when you pre-order the game, which is badass on both of those. Which just means, if you guys follow WWE, which just means Rey Mysterio's on his way back to the company again for the 100th time. So.
Hey, maybe we get more of the 619.
Yeah. Yep. So this one's more or less for you, Matt, because you talked about Jump Force last week. So Bleach's Ichigo, Rikia, and Aizen.
And Aizen.
Aizen. They have officially joined Jump Force.
They would. I mean,
yeah.
I mean, we already know. It's like I said, they're having a 200-man roster.
Yeah.
100 good guys and 100 bad guys, so...
Well, they're still releasing who's going to be on it, but yeah. So we knew Bleach's guys were going to be on it. They weren't in the initial trailer, but we kind of knew that they were going to be there.
It's Show and Jump. I'm pretty sure they're going to have just about everybody from Show and Jump, for the most part.
Yeah. And the rest of the stuff, well...
Still kind of crazy that it's a 200-man roster. Now, that's just a leak. I don't know if that's going to be true or not. If that is true, for that leak, that's going to be crazy. A 200-man roster. And that's just starting, that they say.
Yeah.
If it's a 200-man starting roster, how many characters... Okay, let's say it is true. How many characters do you think, in all honesty... Because they said that you're not going to have to buy your characters. You can unlock them in-game. How many do you think there are going to be total?
Just to start?
No.
Are you unlocked?
Oh, no, I'm talking about... Well, do you think... supposedly it's going to be 200 starting.
Yeah, but are you saying, how many of them are going to get unlocked at the start of the game?
No, I'm talking about, all together. Not just starting, but, after they add new characters and stuff like that.
Oh. I don't know.
I'm thinking 1,000. I'm thinking they're going to add 500 good guys, 500 bad guys total. I think unlocked-wise...
seems like a lot.
I think unlocked-wise, I think they're going to have 10. 5 good guys, 5 bad guys to start with.
Let's start with. Yeah, I don't know. That seems like a lot, but Shonen Jump has a lot of
it's
characters.
A lot that they said that they're having 200 starting characters. It's 200 starting roster, 100 for each.
Yeah, that's if they can pull it off. I mean,
if anything, I think maybe at most they might have 500, 250 good, 250 bad.
Yeah. Another thing about Jump Force 2, apparently it was at E3's, where people can go in and play at E3, the demo of it, and I guess it wasn't a very good demo. A lot of bugs and everything like that.
Yeah.
So...
They also made, I was also reading, because I follow quite a big few YouTubers that went to E3. One of them said that the one bad thing is, with that demo, you had to be somebody from Dragon Ball, you had to be Goku or something, because you're fighting against Frieza, and the person played as Naruto, and Frieza literally almost one-shotted Naruto.
True.
And even one-shotted Luffy, because he just went beam attack. Well, those are just regular... It's an alien fighting against regular people.
Yeah.
In a way.
Yeah. I'm so curious about how, Fallout... What was it? When does it come out? October? September?
September, I believe.
Or is it 2019?
It's next year.
Okay, then yeah. So they have a while. There's so many games coming out. I get everything, and more games still being announced when no more games can be this year. These next, I'll also do this one real quick. Pokemon Quest downloads pass 7.5 million people. I'm actually surprised this game's doing well. Pokemon Quest, I have it downloaded, so I was one of those people. I've played it for about 5 minutes, and that was about it. So I can't really say a whole lot about it. Matt, have you looked at Pokemon Quest at all?
Why would I look at it? I don't have a Switch yet.
It's on mobile. That's what I was talking about. It's mobile downloads. 7.5 million.
I haven't yet. I mean,
It's blocky. It's Pokemon meets Minecraft.
I know. I've seen it.
I couldn't get into it. I mean, the battle system seems cool. It's easy. It's a one-touch battle system. But
man,
I don't know. I haven't got into it.
Man, this Discord's not liking us today. It keeps dropping frames bad.
Yeah, is it?
Yeah, it keeps going between green and red. So I'm sorry.
I know. I see you flash once in a while.
Yeah, I'm sorry for any of you audio users. That's the reason why we might be going back to Skype. I mean, Skype had its issues too, but it wasn't like this.
It And also, the last few audio ones I've listened to, audio back. I'm super loud. Matt's quiet. We've had better quality sound on Skype. It might not sound as good live, but for our audio listeners, that's kind of what that matters for. And so,
either that or we'll finally pay and just pay for Zoom. That's really good.
Yeah, but we'll do that once we get people subscribing to Patreon. That's another thing with this Patreon. Going back to that, this is important to us. I don't want to get a microphone. What are they called? Yetis?
Yetis.
Blue Yeti?
Yeti as well.
Or whatever it's called.
I want to get a Blue Yeti.
Yeah. So that's also going to help with our sound quality, but we got to have money to do that. And you guys' support, it's only $1.
And I got to buy a new
help
headset.
us towards it.
I got to buy a new headset. Yep. This is literally falling apart.
Yeah. So, I mean, that $1 goes a long way, guys.
And for anyone that doesn't know, for anyone that has listened and not part of our Discord, the first 5 people that pay on Patreon will get put into a drawing, and each one will win a $50 game card of their choice. That's PlayStation, Steam, Xbox, anything like that. Your name will get drawn once a month. And
we might do it twice a month.
Well, twice a month.
I can probably help. I can help with that too. So
we'll do it twice a month. So that's the thing is, except for so we'll do it twice a month, and then so that means in 2 months, each of you guys will probably get a $50 card. Then the next 5 after that will get a $25 card. Then the next 5 after that will get a 10 or 15 if they can do it. I think there's only 10. And then after that, everybody, and then the last 5 after that will get a $5 card.
Yep. So what we'll do is by that time we'll have also set up for Patreon, so we'll be able to go in and we'll have me and Matt will have the tier set up so you guys can donate more money and get bits and stuff like that too by then too. So okay. So these next, what's up?
Oh no, go ahead.
Okay, these next news stories I have, we're coming down to the end of it already, guys. These are more for on TV shows than is gaming news. But so God of War TV show on Netflix, it's not happening. ... yet. Apparently, Cory Barlog wants to put God of War onto a Netflix TV show.
Why?
What do you think of that, Matt?
Why is the question?
I don't know. I'm not. It's gonna be animated, I believe you said too. It's gonna be an animated series.
Well,
but
I mean, it won't be too bad if it's animated. But the thing is, it's still why. I mean, yeah, they got some good ones. Like they have. I mean, I wish they'd keep more of it or finally get season 2. I mean, I know they just announced it for Castlevania season 2, but
yep.
I believe his story. What are they going to do for story-wise? They've already technically flushed out his story from 1 through 3, plus all the side games, and 4.
That's what I'm trying. Like, they didn't give too much info on it, but again, guys, we're reaching for news this week. But if they're going to do that, are they going to start from the very God of War 1 and go through that? Because if they are, dude, this show's got to be rated M. It's going to be gory as shit. So
nudity everywhere.
Yeah, that too. I mean, like I said, God of War back in the day of 2002, 2003, or whatever it was, is not what it is now.
No,
so,
I mean, this new one had no nudity at all, and I was really surprised.
Mm-hmm. And that's because Cory Barlog, he became a father, and he matured and whatnot, and so he made Kratos, he made God of War mature with him, which I appreciate. I mean, I have
a son.
If I was, yeah, that's what I'm saying. If I was back in my 16, 17 age, yeah, I'd probably be pissed that God of War changed so much. But at the age of now where they are, or where we're at now, so.
Oh, and if anyone's wondering, sorry to interrupt you there. If anyone's wondering if if you're all wondering where is Landon, Landon's really sick. He's got, I don't exactly remember what he called it, but he's got a really bad disease, or I shouldn't say really bad disease. He's pretty sick. I guess he has a hard time breathing and stuff, and he's got these antibiotics that just like knock him out. So,
yeah. It's called pussinitis. No, I'm kidding. I love you, Landon.
No, he says that he's done a lot for us. He's made our website.
Yeah, so, I know. Like I said, I was messing around. But no, yeah. Hopefully he gets well soon. He's got a lot more work he needs to do for us. He needs to get a new daily up, and
he'll be working on that. He's been, I guess he's been like really crammed at work too. So
yeah, I know. When I saw his picture on Facebook, his whole face looked swollen.
Yeah.
Shit. So.
All right. Any more news?
Yeah, I got one more for Netflix. Matt, you're not gonna care about this one. I'm just gonna. If anyone is out there that's a fan of Pokemon Go and have heard of Ingress, which is Niantic's original, they're coming out with an animated series on Netflix also. And actually, this makes more sense for them because actually, if anyone follows Ingress, they know they have a YouTube storyline, which I wish Pokemon or Niantic would do for Pokemon, make a fucking storyline for it instead of these weird missions and stuff. But so they're going to turn that YouTube series that they have into an animated series on Netflix, which is good for Ingress, although Ingress is pretty much dead. So, I mean, I think it's a little too late, but so be it. Yeah. Like I said, I'm reaching for news, guys. I'm reaching. Ingress, and that's it. Yeah. Ingress, so,
I mean, it wasn't bad for what it was, but to be honest, because I've seen I've seen a few of the stories that they've done. I always thought if someone could animate this, I think Ingress as a whole would be better. I mean, the game wouldn't go anywhere; it'd still stay the same. But yeah. I think the company Niantic would do a lot better because they'd be like, oh, well, this is actually pretty good anime that makes sense.
Well, that's the thing. Niantic, they've made so Ingress was developed to be, the story constantly changes. There's no written script for it, so depends on who. I can't really remember the teams. It's Mystic, or no, it's not Mystic. I can't remember the teams. Green and Red, I know that.
Humans and androids. That's what they were.
No.
They were the equivalent.
Well, everyone's human. It's just who depends on what side you agreed on. If you agreed with people coming in and whatnot. But
it's green and red, if I remember right.
Yeah, the colors are green and red. I can't remember. Or not green and red. Blue and red. Yeah, it's blue and red. Blue and red. Do you remember what the teams are? Oh, yeah. Resistance and Enlightened. And it was green and blue.
Yes.
Because Enlightened was green, and Resistance was blue.
Yes.
Something like that. I can't remember. It's been so fucking... So... But yeah, no, so that game... So when you start moving up, so when they do their big events, which Ingress can actually pull off fucking events where 5,000 people are in one little town, like Portland and shit like that. Actually, it's probably like 10,000 people in Portland, and not have fucking Wi-Fi issues like Pokemon Go. Come on, Niantic, pull your head out your ass.
Same company too.
I know, but so like say Enlightened wins. So whatever they were leaning towards for that storyline, that's the way it continues. Now in the next one, Resistant wins, and then it changes the storyline. So it's constantly changing. But they've made, the point I'm getting to is that they made comics based on who's been winning and whatnot of that storyline. So I think what they're going to do is they're going to animate the comics they've made. So, and apparently their comics are really fucking good. They're like bestsellers and stuff.
So,
but yeah.
So, everyone, normally, Landon hasn't done it yet, but we're giving him a segment where he gets 5 to 10 minutes. Sometimes we'll stretch it out to 15 of him where he can rant wherever he wants. Well, he's not here, so me and Michael are going to do a dual rant.
Yep. So I'm going to start this rant, and it's going to seem like a rant, and then I'm going to turn it into a... So we've been playing this... I've been playing this game called Hunt Showdown. Really good game. If you guys can play it. It's a... game's about... So you go... Or you're a hunter, and you're hunting monsters, and then you also have people. There's 10 people on a map. You have to watch out for them because you can kill them or you can be killed. But you guys are all going in towards a bounty. A contract kill. There's a butcher and a spider. So there's other monsters on the map you have to watch out for. You go after zombies and all this shit. And this permadeath. And so if you're playing by yourself, you can go into solo matches. But solo matches also put you in with other players. Oh, obviously, like I said. But the other players are on teams. So they're duos. So they put you in together with people that are in duos. So you almost need 2 people to play this game. Plus, you don't have very much ammo, and if you're by yourself, you can't be revived, which there's permadeath. So if your hunter dies, you lose your whole loadout, and you have to hire a new hunter. So, which, if you don't have money, then you have to reset, or you have to restart with a level 0 hunter.
Then get him up to level 1, and then you can change the loadout.
Then you can, level 4, and you can change the loadout. And
it says level 1.
Is it level 1?
Yeah.
Okay. And then, the importance of having a hero level up is that he gets more health, he gets different traits, so he just gets better. So losing that hero really hurts you.
No.
So now time to get to the rant. Like I was saying, you need 2 people. Well, you don't have to have 2 people, but without 2 people, it's damn near impossible to fucking live. And so I bought the game from Matt. Well, Matt, it says you've played for 4 hours. How long have you actually played for?
None. I got to play none of it at all.
So, why is that?
4 hours, because the 4 hours has been nothing but trying to log on to said servers, because I keep getting an error that is non-existent in the entire game.
Yep. And actually, people have got this error before, and then they say, "Oh yeah, you just try a couple minutes later. You just try a few minutes later." Matt, how long have you tried today?
Oh, I tried an hour straight.
You tried? Oh yeah. Well, we've been trying it since noon until about 4 o'clock, so there's 4 hours right there, off and on, logging in and out. And then also, he tried it every half hour when he was watching a movie, like between 10 and 15 minutes while he was watching a movie. Still couldn't get on. So, what did you do today, Matt? You got a hold of somebody on Discord.
I went to the Discord, official Discord for Hunt Showdown, and I got a hold of, first of all, they had a guy on there that kind of helps every once in a while. He's not a developer, but he's somebody that helps every once in a while with the servers. So he's just like a server guy. He's like a moderator. That's all he is a server mod. So he's telling me, do this and do that, port forward and all this shit. Okay, first of all, you shouldn't have to port forward for a game that you're not hosting the server on. But, so I went ahead and was following his rules and doing all this shit and looking all this stuff up. None of it helped. He said, okay, well then you have to make a ticket. I already had a ticket made 2 days ago.
2 days ago.
So I went ahead and got hold of somebody right from Crytek that was on the Discord, and he's giving me all this stuff saying, well, there doesn't seem to be anything wrong, and la da 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 da. Well, get a hold of the main guy. Why do I have to get a hold of the main guy when guys just need to fix your shit?
Well, it wasn't even that. It was like, okay, we'll get a well, it's the weekend, and he's also in Germany. It's 1 o'clock in the morning, so he's probably sleeping. Well, what the fuck? I've been trying to play this game for 2 fucking days, and I can't even fucking get a hold of the guy to actually help me?
Yeah, Michael can play it just fine. Michael can play it just fine, like, literally. He's even logged into my account, and it works for him. But for me, it doesn't work.
I haven't had any issues.
For me, it doesn't work for some reason. Now, I guarantee the guy's gonna say it's probably my CPU, which I could see how they say that, but if you look what it says for CPU, it says you need at least, what is it, like 3.2 gigahertz. I have 3.35 gigahertz, which is absolutely fine, and 4 cores. I have 4 cores at 3.35 gigahertz.
Yeah. Yeah, his processor is older and whatnot, which would make, so it does kind of make sense. We went to Will It Run, and yeah, it says he can't run minimum or blah 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 for his processor. Okay, well the thing about it, his game loads just fine. It doesn't lag. He just can't log into the server for some reason. That should have had nothing to do with the processor.
And it won't have anything to do with the processor because, to be honest, the Forest, which I can play just fine, says on Will It Run, it says my processor can't take it, and it's true. If you look at the recommended for the Forest, it says 3.5 gigs for a Core i5, but I can run it just fine.
Yeah, the point we're getting to for the main part of this, right? Well, me, besides that when I paid for the game and it doesn't fucking work for him right now. If you actually go look at their Steam page for this, like for their discussions and whatnot of how to do it, one of their people put up on the pinned it up top, one of their technical people, how to fix these errors yourself. And it's like, and if you start reading through, and it's like, go to this file, go to this file, go to this file, change this and that. So that's like, dude, fix your shit yourselves. I shouldn't have to go through to play a game. I shouldn't have to go through and do all these modifications to the files. These should already be fixed. It's been out since February. What the fuck? Fix your shit.
Yeah. So I gotta wait. I gotta wait till Monday to hear anything back. And who knows? Maybe on Monday they'll be like, "Oh, I'm sorry. I know they're gonna say what's your specs, and they're gonna say it's my CPU, and I'm gonna flat out tell them no, it's not."
Yeah, it has nothing to do with CPU. They just can't, for some reason, he can't log into the server. I mean, everything loads up in the game just fine. All the animations work just fine. Like when you're sitting in a server, you have, I think some of the people move, or no, it's just a flat screen. Yeah. But everything, like if he goes over anything, it works just fine. There's no lag, so it has nothing to do with the damn processor. And I know that's what they're going to blame it on.
And there's at one point, I even did a hard reset. I hard reset my whole router, everything. Started it up, ran it in admin mode, first checked my files, verified my cache on it, started it up, it loaded. Talked about how I would get to choose my hunter. Crashed. Yep. Got the same error afterwards.
So, and that crashing could have been your processor, but problem is, everyone complains about the game crashing. So, it has, again, nothing to do with the processor. So, that's kind of our rant for Hunt Showdown. It's a good game, if it works.
I wouldn't know.
I know.
Now, speaking of a good game that I can play, one that
I was just about to go to this.
Me and Michael played this, and we got a very awesome story about it, and I'll let Michael take this one.
Oh boy. So, Matt recommended me to play some Battle Right with them. So, Battle Right is an arena-based game. Is it 2v2? Yeah, it's 2v2 and 3v3. So, we went to a 2v2. It's our first game. We didn't know what we were doing. So, it's a 3-round. You have to win 3 times. So, the first round, we got fucking annihilated. Just annihilated. The second round, we got killed, but we lasted a little bit longer. And then while we were waiting, Matt was like, I think that female's been healing him. Because we were like, dude, we're not doing any damage to these people, although we're hitting them. So, we're just like, yeah. Matt was like, I think she's healing him. I was like, alright, let's go kill her first. So
No. I'm the one that said we should focus on her first.
Yeah, that's what I said. And then so we focused on her, and fucking took her out, and then we just annihilated the other guy. Just annihilated the team. We're like, huh, okay, so she is healing him. So the second round, we take her out, and then beat him again. And then the third round, we just annihilated them. Just destroyed them. So we came back and won. Oh, it was a beauty.
There was one match, I think it was the final round. We're sitting there going, and she's like, she's doing a lot more fury, and like they were literally going against me because I was doing the most damage. And
yeah, I'm a range person, so I'm just attacking the range.
So they were focused on me. I was the melee person, and I'm like, okay, sitting there attacking. And I don't know if I landed the final hit or you did, but I know we took out the healer first. And then I'm off fighting this...
He killed... Oh, yeah, no, yeah, that's right. You killed him.
Yeah, and then I'm fighting the last big guy. You're off doing an orb, which is fine because we're still learning the game. And I took out this big guy all on my own because I'm like, deflect, attack, deflect.
Hey, to be fair, I was watching your health to make sure you weren't going to die.
You were
still at half-life. He was at like a 4.
Oh, yeah. And then I kill him, and Michael's like, huh, you took him out all on your own. Okay, then.
He didn't need my help. I was watching his health just in case. If he started to lose a little bit, I would have ran in there and used my fury and finished him off.
So if anyone wants Battle Right, good game.
Yep. 2v2. We've only did one match. Matt did a bunch of tutorial stuff, but...
I finished it.
Yeah.
Finished it.
Oh, did you?
Yep. It's not long. It's like... I would say it's like 6 or 7 places they do, but it teaches you how to do everything.
There you go.
You get stuff for it, so, you know, that's good.
Yeah, I mean, game's fun. It's free. It has a lot of cosmetics. A lot of players, too.
A lot of characters you can choose.
Characters to choose from.
And they actually give you a fair amount of credit in-game so you can buy that champion.
Yeah. So.
Yep.
Yeah, I have a legendary champion, too, that I got for my first one. That's the guy actually Matt was beating the shit out of. Was the legendary guy that I got.
He's coming. Rook.
No, he's a legendary.
Yeah, he is. Rook, yeah. I was just kicking the crap out of Rook. Just, yo.
What else have you been playing, Matt? Oh, I know you beat Tales of.
Yeah, Tales of Berseria.
That's another game that you could rant about.
So...
did you rant about it? No, because you said you're still playing it last week.
No, I didn't rant
Pretty sure.
Yeah. Well, I beat Tales of Berseria, then I put it in and traded it away. Put it in this game.
It's not because he wanted a different game.
It's because the ending was horrid.
Which is kind of a downfall because I'm playing it and now I'm like, but I know I've beat all the other Tales of games that I've started, so
okay.
Almost on my way through this one too.
I'm gonna give you a spoiler, but it's not really a spoiler. Okay, I'm sure you have Zavid by now. Or not Zavid, but yeah.
Well,
not Zavid, I mean Isaac.
Met him.
Isaac.
I've met him.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've got Isaac.
Excuse me, he doesn't join your team. I didn't mean that.
Okay.
I mean Isaac. I'm sure you've ran into Isaac and he's in your team.
Yeah.
Aizen I liked. I used him quite often. My main team consisted of Velvet, Aizen, Rokuro, and Laphicet.
Okay.
Anyways, they don't even tell you how he becomes a dragon. They don't even show you how he becomes a dragon. Supposedly, in the little, like, comic series that they had about it, it talks about how he becomes a dragon. And how he becomes a dragon is 800 years later after Tales of Berseria, he eats a Lord of Malevolence.
Okay.
Lord of Calamity, like Velvet is. He eats a Lord of Calamity and becomes a dragon.
Yeah, I remember in Tales of Zestria they talk about it, and
they didn't mention how he fully became a dragon.
No, they just said he screwed up.
Yeah, they said he's been a dragon for 200 years.
Yeah, and What's-Her-Face was trying to get him out of it from being a dragon. But you have to beat the game like 3 times before you can actually have strong enough to go against him.
You can beat it once.
Fucking bullshit. Huh?
You can do it once, or twice. Well, if you beat the game once and then go through it again, if you went through the EX dungeons, you'll be at high enough level with good enough gear to be able to defeat him on the second playthrough. Yeah,
it's still bullshit. If that game was on PC and I really wanted to go back, I'd mod the shit out of it, turn it to one-hit mode and fucking kill him.
It is on PC. It's on Steam.
again, if I wanted to go back and play it.
Yeah, I don't want to.
No. Like I said, I just mod it. I'd turn it to one-hit mode and fucking kill them.
Yeah, and that's the thing is, it doesn't even, like, this game was supposed to set up because it's supposed to be 1,000 years before Zestiria. So it's supposed to set up and kind of give you like a glimpse and stuff on how Helldolf was made. Doesn't do that at all. But it does tell you how, a Lord of Calamity is made and how, it plunges the world into darkness.
Yeah, I think...
and I'll tell you one thing. In Nominat, you're going to say Nominat's retarded. Who he actually is.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I think this is the reason why Tales of games don't do prequels and sequels. It's because they can't ever fucking get it right. And I think also this game was meant for people that didn't really pay attention to the story of Zestria or didn't play Zestria, and they wouldn't have known that it was a prequel to it. So, but it still doesn't give them an excuse to.
No, and I mean, it.
Have you? Go ahead.
I mean, it was saddening, to be honest. Like, that's the reason why I was like, and pack it away, and it's gone.
Yeah. Have you heard about any of the new Tales of games coming this year? Normally you hear something from Japan, at least.
No,
the next one they're working on?
No, the only one they're working on is that definitive edition of Vesperia.
That's just a cop-out. And so Tales of series, normally a year in advance you'll hear what they're doing in Japan, and then they'll port it to America. I haven't heard nothing of what they have done in Japan.
To be honest, I think honestly the Tales series might be dead because of the fact that even in Japan, Vesperia had poor sales, and so did Zestiria.
Well, I know Vesperia had really good sales here in America, but ain't got good. Well, Tales of games never really get like amazing sales. When I say good sales, I'm talking good sales for Tales of games.
Yeah.
I think if they are going to make another Tales of game, it needs to go to Switch. That's where it belongs, to be honest.
There still is a rumor, because if you can look, there still is a rumor of a Tales game coming to Switch.
Yeah, well, that's where they need to go. But point being, I still haven't heard nothing. I mean, that's what scares me. It's like, are they taking a break? Or if they are taking a break, you would hear something now from Japan. So that's the...
And I'd be okay. I'd be okay if they were like, "All right, we're gonna take a break, guys. All right, fine. That means that they're gonna work better on their stuff."
Yeah, I mean, the Tales of games started becoming Assassin's Creed once a year. So
sort of, depending on which one it is. But
yeah,
I mean, I don't know. I haven't heard anything yet, and like I said, Tales of in Japan has stopped becoming as popular, so I wouldn't see if they honestly came out and like made one more game, whether it's for the Switch or just for every console, and said this still lasts, and go back and work on some of their other ones or older ones like Tales of Destiny and Eternia and stuff.
Dude, I would
remaster
actually kind of cry.
And remaster it.
If Tales of ended.
No, remaster them, and that's it.
Yeah, no, that's all I'm saying. I would cry if Tales of series. I mean, it's a good series, yeah, and they fucked up in the last one. I mean, it has been going downhill. Tales of Zia 2. But overall, though, they are still fucking good games. It's just the JRPG games are starting to go up in popularity, and they're just not keeping up with the popularity.
Yeah.
Yeah, another game I've been playing throughout the week was Divinity Original Sin 2. I went back into that, and I'm trying to get through it. It's a lot of running around, talking.
Like most RPGs?
Yeah. Then Overall though, it's fun, but it's just a lot of like. Combat is amazing. I love combat, although I haven't modded. But the combat still is amazing. Some of these combat scenes, I'm like, how the fuck are you supposed to do this without it being modded? Because I have unlimited, so I'm not too worried about the strategy and stuff like that. And but damn, dude, some of them are just like intense battle scenes. Even though I haven't modded, I know I can't die. But still, point being, they're still pretty damn intense. Storyline is mediocre. I'm not really getting into the storyline. It splits off too much. I think that's the reason why I'm not digging it 100%. I don't know, and I'm still trying to figure out how the fuck to play this game multiplayer. So,
yeah.
Besides Game Master mode, because apparently there's a co-op mode, but I just don't see how it would work.
Huh. So other than that, and I finished Tales. And playing Battle Right for a bit. Well, I think that's it, really. I mean, I've been playing, I've been going back to my dot hack game that I was playing.
Yeah.
Dot hack GU last free code. It's pretty good.
Yeah.
Got some popular names in it. The main character that you play as is, he does, the voice of Sasuke.
Yeah.
Naruto, so the game that I want to get back into, but it's such a monster, is Persona 5.
Yeah, I'm not. I think I'm gonna lay that piece to
I got
bed.
Michael into Persona 5, and he goes, "Why?"
Yep. I think I'm laying that beast to bed. I don't know if I'm gonna get back in. I'm looking ahead. And I know if I get on it now, I can make some decent progress into it before September. When September rolls around, I'm not going to have time for anything. Gaming-wise, not because I'm going to be doing other things, but we got Spider-Man, you got fucking Red Dead, you got Call of Duty, you got Battlefield, you have Let's Go Pikachu, Let's Go Eevee, we got Mario Party, we got fucking... December you have fucking Smash Bros. Ultimate, and then you got Soul Calibur. I'm gonna probably play in November. You got a bunch of shit coming out, so I'm just not gonna have time to like play those long fucking games.
Yeah.
So.
And
another game that it's not a game. I played a demo. Me and my wife played a demo of was the Captain Toad Treasure Tracker. So that game's actually pretty damn fun, even with two people. So on the Switch, how it works is that each person has their own Joy-Con.
Port.
One player, huh?
Support.
Yeah. One. Well, no, not even support. One person controls Toad.
No. I said it's a port.
Oh yeah. Yeah, it's a port. It has 2 or 3 new levels from Mario Odyssey, and that's the only thing that's changed. Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. Actually, a lot of the reviews were saying if you've played it on 3DS, you don't need to play it again. There's not enough new content in it for you to buy it again on Switch. But I've never played it, so I'm of course going to get it on Switch sooner or later. So each person has a Joy-Con. One person moves the Toad, and then the other person has control of the camera angles and throws. What does the person throw? Yeah, turnips. The other person throws turnips.
Turnips.
And yeah, so it makes it really useful when having 2 people play. You have to work together really a lot, like especially trying to figure out puzzles. Person can turn all over the map and you can see where all the hidden stuff's at. And then you have to try to figure out how to get Toad down there by moving it. And then Toad has to hit certain buttons, and it's pretty damn complicated. It's fun. It's if you like puzzle games and you're looking to play with somebody, I definitely recommend Captain Toad Treasure Tracker. Again, I only played a demo, so I only played a few minutes. Boss fight was fucking fun. my wife Britt, she's stressed out about it. So we switched Joy-Cons, and I took over Toad while she took over the camera and whatnot. It's a really good, fun party game. Well, I wouldn't call it a party game, but a really fun co-op game. So.
Right. All right.
Anything else? I've played a lot of games. Games I really want to talk about. I haven't played Octopath Traveler yet. I know I should probably play the demo they had of it, the prologue, but it's like, damn, I don't really want to play the prologue because I know your data saves, you continue right where you ended in the prologue. But it's like, I'd rather just get the game and then just start and go and not try to figure out where I left off at.
Right. Well, we were at 1 hour and 5.
It's not bad. I know these these group shows we want to go 2 hours, but again, one, we don't have Landon, so we don't have someone else to drag on the conversations. And 2, the news just sucks right now. Although these group shows, we aren't going to have news. We're going to have more information about games to play.
And 3, I got to fire up the grill, get dinner started. Plus, I want to spend some more time with the wife and whatnot.
Yeah, he's been literally on the computer with me all day trying to figure out this fucking Hunt Showdown bullshit all fucking day.
Yeah, I want to punch. So,
right? I don't blame you.
So, if anyone's watching, which it doesn't look like anyone has been this entire time.
It's all good.
I think because me and Michael will play some Battle Right a little bit later, I think I'll stream it, and I'll stream it on right here on the main Gaming Nerds Podcast channel. You won't see my glorious face because you guys only need to see it once in the day.
I don't have my camera set up for Twitch whatnot for streaming, so I need to do that. I just haven't yet. Because I think I'm going to stream more. I'm going to stream more on the computer than I will on the console. Yeah. So.
And I also showed him how to do alerts and timers and everything else now.
Yeah. So getting set up for daily and whatnot.
Yeah. I've kind of taught myself and learned quite a bit about OBS, so it helps.
Yeah.
So again.
Yeah. Since nobody's on. And so,
but
can't really.
Anyone that listens, whether it's audio, video, whatever, please, I know you guys are probably getting sick of hearing this, but please start supporting us on Patreon. Because the more, if we start, again, we're living paycheck to paycheck, so it's been really hard to get better equipment, to get better stuff, to bring you better quality products. To bring you and just giving us the support in general. Like, yeah, the money is one thing. Like, a couple dollars here and there is one thing. But just the comments and liking, subscribing, all that stuff, it just makes us want to do this more and more. It's not going to allow us to get burned out. It's right now, I mean, I'm not hitting a burnout phase. I love doing this. But it's just, I feel like no one's here. I mean, yeah, we got a couple people in in our Discord page. I mean, we'll throw a link over for the Discord too. I got to figure out. Well, maybe Matt will, because I haven't figured out the coding for the Discord. But the community there is starting to grow too. But just having people, our Apple Podcast ranks and ratings and whatnot is gone. We can't even get into. There's not enough people there for analytics to even pop up. Because we're just not getting enough views. And that's the thing, is we need to start getting more views, and we need to get more people in the Discord, everyone. So this way, we can two things. Either we get enough people in the Patreon, and they start supporting us, or 2, we get sponsors and partnerships to different things that you guys will actually want, that will actually help us grow this channel, because, okay, yes, it's going back to money again. But if we don't get the money, we can't give you better quality stuff. Eventually, we're gonna still be doing the same stuff, and everyone's gonna be like, oh, they're at episode 50 with sounding the same. They're not getting any better.
Yeah.
I mean, we'll get better personality-wise and software-wise, but hardware-wise, like better headsets, better microphones, better processors. You know,
yeah.
It's so hard because like I get maybe like $20 left after my paycheck, and that's gotta go towards the gas for my car and food for me to eat for lunch and work.
And it's just one of those things. I mean, we're not asking, but just anyone showing. It's just one way of showing support, so we can get better and we can grow and everything like that. We're not here panhandling you guys or anything like that. It might sound like that, but we're not here to try to gain money or anything like that. We want to evolve the show, but to evolve the show, we have to a little bit of funds from you guys.
Yep.
So
also to let everyone know, Michael has his. He said he's gonna start streaming more on the computer. He's at gaming_nerds Michael. I have one that's gaming_nerds Matt, although it's kind of spelled weirdly. I'm doing it too quickly. I'll change it later.
Yep.
But the thing is, I know me and Michael discussed it. If we live stream on our separate channels, that only leaves this channel for just the podcast, and I don't think we want to do that. We're calling it the Gaming Nerds over there for a reason, so we can do more than just give you the podcast. You can watch a stream on there.
Yep. And Gaming Nerds is the company, podcast is what we do. So, like when we come up with daily, I think it's called Gaming Nerds Daily. I mean, that's what we're calling it.
Yeah. So I'm going to change the main page to Gaming Nerds Daily. So, because that's going to go daily, then yeah, we'll have to do our separate streams. Unless it's on a Saturday or a Sunday, then I'll just do it on the main channel.
Yeah. And then when we do our group one, that will be called the podcast. So
yeah,
the group
you
one
guys will see the overlay and stuff for it.
Yeah, that's not going to change.
But what I'm just trying to say and kind of ask people is, would you rather see this main channel here live stream more games, or just literally use it as just our daily platform besides on the Saturday or Sunday to give you the daily, and have our own separate ones? Or just, meh, you don't care either way?
Yeah. Because normally when I do my Gaming Nerds one personally, that's why I have my personal one called Gaming Nerds, so I can so you guys know it's still me in the Gaming Nerds podcast. I just don't want to go through and change all the settings for Gaming Nerds podcast, the show itself, so I try to do it separate. But if you guys like it better, then if Matt's already streaming, then I can obviously go to my page. If Matt's not streaming, then I can go onto the main one and do it that way. Be a little bit more work, but I can do it. Right. I'll do it for you guys.
I'm just trying to think what would be better. Like, what do you think, Michael? You think we should stream on the main channel, or just do our own separate channels, but it's still connected to the Gaming Nerds?
That's the thing, is that if we're playing together, I think one of us needs, if the community wants it this way, one of us should be under Gaming Nerds Podcast.
But see, we could do our separate and then have the Gaming Nerds channel host it too.
We could do that too. I didn't think about that.
Just host one of our channels as well, so. Because I don't think you can host both at the same time.
No. Nope, it only hosts one stream.
Right, so I think I'll just stay doing that. I think I'll use my own personal one. It'll be gaming_nerds Matt, once I can get it changed. And just go ahead and watch it on there. And then if you can't find it there, it'll be on the main podcast channel here, on Gaming Nerds itself. The only time you'll see actual gameplay is on Saturday or Sunday when we go daily.
Yep. And his name is spelled really funny just because, again, he typed it in too fast. So it's GAMNING. He hit M and N at the same time.
That'll get changed, so yeah.
Yeah, he just has to wait a month.
Yep.
So.
Well, sorry to rant there and kind of go off on a tangent.
You know, it needs to be done. I mean, we're not seeing very much support, so it's just one of those things that we're getting a lot of views. So I know people are watching us. We're getting an average of 9 to 10 views per video, which I know is not a lot. You guys probably like, oh my god, that's not very much. It's still a lot for us. We're nobodies, and so and it's consistent 9 to 10. So I'm assuming people that are actually watching one and coming back for another. So it's just those type of people that we need you guys to subscribe, like, and whatnot. So that just shows us that, hey, yeah, we're doing something right. Because right now we don't know if we're doing anything right. We have 9 people in the Discord, and only 2 or 3 of them actually talk. So
yeah, that's the thing. Is join our Discord, please, because we are active on there.
Yeah, we're super active. I mean, we don't always talk about games on it. I mean, we do and then we don't. Some people ask questions or bring something up and we'll talk. So, and we're always on it. I mean, if my phone goes off, I have Discord on my phone, so even when I'm at work, I'm on Discord. So, if you guys have any kind of questions or anything like that, hit us up on Discord. I'll start putting the Discord link into all the descriptions from now on, so you guys can hit us up there. So,
well, I gotta get going. So, well, nerds and nerdettes, keep on gaming.
Keep on gaming.